Hello, my name is Maria. I'm 16 years old. I am 7 months pregnant. It came as a shock to me. I go to a high school where they hand out condoms at the school-based center, and my friends and we use them sometimes, but not always. And I never thought it would happen to me. And there were other options available. They, maybe mentioned them, but I didn't understand. I didn't talk to my mom. I was, really embarrassed to tell her. I just told her, I was pregnant the other day. It's hard. I don't want to go to school. I'm tired. I'm ashamed. And I just don't know what to do.
I can't believe my teenage daughter is pregnant. I mean, she's just a baby herself. I don't know what I could have done to prevent this. She refuses to talk to me, her own father, about sex stuff. So I hoped she would be getting this information in school. I know that we had her when we were very young, and they taught abstinence-only education when I was in school. Now I understand that she's at an increased risk for pregnancy because we are low education and we have low income, and we live in a rural community, and we live in the Southwest. What sort of resources are available to help my daughter through this pregnancy and help prevent subsequent pregnancies?
So we decided as a county that the abstinence-only curriculum was not appropriate in our schools because in 2005, Doña Ana County was the leader in teenage pregnancy for the entire state of New Mexico, and consequently the leader in the number of teenage pregnancy births in the United States. So we looked at interventions that could help us reduce the teenage pregnancy rate, and a year later we had implemented our school-based health centers, where family planning was incorporated into those centers in high schools.
The school-based health center has been here for about 3 years. Because of the higher teen pregnancy rates in the area, there are many resources for our use. Here at the school-based health center, we offer the 4 C's in terms of youth-friendly services. Confidentiality, absolutely strict. Comfort, we're meeting the students in his or her comfort zone at school, and they know us here. Convenience, we're located on campus. Reducing access issues, and cost, we're providing services at very low to no cost.
We know that the teen pregnancy rate is so high in New Mexico for 2 main reasons. One, teens are unaware of the contraceptive methods that exist and are available to them. And 2, the parents of those teens are unaware of how to have conversations with their teen about safe sex. So I work to fill both of those knowledge gaps. To address the teens, I oversee a peer-led sex ed course that's taught here at the high school, and I also play games with the teens outside of that course to re-educate them on the topics that they learned during that course. And I pay particular attention to increasing their knowledge base on contraceptive methods. To address the parents of those teens, I'm involved in community outreach programs that aim to educate those parents on how to have conversations with their children, particularly teens, on safe sex.
Birds and Bees is a texting service that the New Mexico Department of Health has incorporated as a component to the teen pregnancy prevention. And it's just a service where both teens and parents can text questions they may have about health, puberty, sexuality, and they can expect to get a response from a medical professional within 24 hours.
When I spoke with Maria about contraception, as her provider, I recommended using a long-acting, reversible contraceptive. We call these LARCs, and they're effective 98% of the time and can last up to 10 years. If she made this choice, she would also have to use condoms to protect against STIs. If she chose to use condoms on their own, I let her know that they have a 15% failure rate.
Hi everyone. As a peer educator at the school here, I act as a student representative to teach other students like myself about ways that they can protect themselves from teenage pregnancy and also educate them on various birth control options that are available to them. The students express that learning from other peers their own age has been so much more beneficial than learning from adults because sometimes they can feel intimidated. Also, in our neighborhood, there's not a lot of extra resources for youth development or after-school programs, so the peer educator program really helps them to be linked up with these resources.
Hi, I'm Jean Johnson, co-director of the New Mexico Grads Program. It's a great resource for improving educational outcomes for teens after pregnancy. GRAD stands for Graduation Reality and Dual Role Skills. It's an in-school 4-credit class for expectant and parenting teens, both male and female, focusing on high school graduation. Our other areas of focus include helping students learn how to balance work and family roles, helping prepare students for work and careers, focusing on healthy choices for teens and their children, focusing on delaying second pregnancies, encouraging prenatal and maternal care to avoid low birth weight babies, and promoting safe family relationships. In recent years, over 600 students in 29 high schools participated in the GRADS program. In the past 25 years, over 15,000 students have benefited from participation. The graduation rate is 77% for GRADS participants compared to the national average of 50% for teen moms who didn't take part in the program. And only 3.4% of GRADS participants had a recurrent pregnancy, while the national average is 17% recurrence.
Relationships are so important. When a girl comes into the clinic, I know they're pretty serious about their relationship and maybe thinking about sex. When I first saw Maria, I shared the same information that I do with all my young Hispanic students. Teen birth rates are almost double for Hispanic youth when compared to white and Asian young women, and rates are a third higher in rural areas of the U.S. when compared to urban and suburban areas. I remember thanking Maria for using the resources here at the SBHC, helping to close the gap in race, ethnicity, and geographic disparities.